When looking for a piece I wanted to learn more about, I immediately went to Crystal Bridges. In the outdoor collection, I came across a massive white dome full of holes. Immediately, I was intrigued. When you walk inside of it, your senses are overloaded trying to grasp the size. It's an optical illusion with all of the holes. This is the Fly's Eye Dome, created by R. Buckminster Fuller. Fuller is an American designer, inventor, and theorist. His dome has been recreated numerous times, and his influence can be seen in a variety of architecture. Fuller started working with geodesic domes for the military and industry, but decided to take a turn on the idea. Fuller made the Fly's Eye Dome out of a fiberglass, ensuring it would be very lightweight. The end product is extremely large, pieced together by numerous identical shapes to create symmetrical holes. The dome sat in storage for over 20 years, until Robert Rubin, an architectural historian, brought it out of storage to be restored. The dome housed at Crystal Bridges is 50 feet wide, the largest of the three versions. Each version of the Fly's Eye Dome has large holes in perfect symmetry that allow light and wind to come through. The Fly's Eye Dome was built based on the geodesic dome that Fuller is well known for. These domes did not have holes in them, but they were also very sturdy. The Fly's Eye Dome is a unique piece of art. While it is considered architecture, that is not what Fuller's intentions were in creating it. The Fly's Eye Dome was created with the intention of bringing a way to create economical housing, a functional piece of architecture. The Fly's Eye Dome is considered to be the closest Fuller came to accomplishing this goal. The dome is constructed of lightweight material, with a simple design making it a low-cost piece. The dome is welcoming and bright because of the color and light that comes in. Architecture is known for being hard to describe with words and pictures. And this dome is no exception. This is precisely why I encourage you to visit this work in person. Fuller used extensive math to construct his floor plan for the Fly's Eye Dome. There are so many holes, but the structure remains incredibly strong. Fuller made the piece balanced in perfect symmetry to be pleasing to the eye, but also for strength. The dome is massive and astonishing, a piece of art, housing, and mathematical logic. This work by Fuller could be categorized as Marxism. In creating this dome, Fuller paid close attention to the materials and the functionality in order to fulfill his goal of creating affordable housing. Fuller would have noted the materials and the cost of these materials in relation to the lower class. Fuller's main goal was to make this dome to be sturdy and lasting. He worked to make the dome as strong as it could be with minimal materials. Fuller worked to create housing in a purposeful piece, and the aesthetic value was just haphazard. He used mathematics to construct a dome that would be sturdy, but also allow the light and wind to come through without the dome losing its structural strength. The perfection of the sphere is what creates the sense of magnificent art. The architecture during this time was beginning to take a turn towards modern and straying away from classical styles. Fuller's dome is an example of the clean lines, shapes, and colors that were seen in architecture. This style can be described as cubism. It is more apparent that his geodesic domes fall under this category of cubism based on their straight lines. The Fly's Eye Dome takes a slightly different turn, though. In most cubist pieces, you will not find circles, but Fuller took the principles of cubism and used them in a new form. There are geometric blocks of color, a slight optical illusion feel, and the piece can be viewed at many different angles. Fuller used his geodesic domes as an inspiration for the Fly's Eye Dome. The Fly's Eye Dome was intended to be looked at as a less practical than his other structures. His creation of the geodesic dome was monumental. His influence in architecture is still seen today. The Louvre in Paris took the geodesic dome and mixed it with the pyramids in Egypt to create a mind-blowing, beautiful structure. As I mentioned previously, this dome caught my eye like no other piece of architecture has before. I felt like I was transported to another world as I walked up the steps and went inside. The vibrant white is striking and crisp. Your eyes follow from one circle to the next. I think this is a phenomenal work of math, science, and materials. There is no other work that is comparable. I admire that this is seen as a work of art, but if you traveled to military facilities, you would see the practicality of the piece. It is art. It is a home. It is a protection. It is Fuller's greatest work.